Hello everyone and welcome to the first video in CNS embryology series. In this video I will explain the general rules of development of the nervous system without details. But it is very important for you as it will simplify the topic and help you master it in a very short time. All of the body systems follow the same rules and concepts during their development. Simply, if you have a piece of clay and want to make a tube from it, you will firstly convert it into a sheet and then fold the sheet to form a tube. This is exactly what happens in the early development of the nervous system. So this is the plate. This plate will undergo folding, and folding will result in formation of a tube, and this tube will represent swellings, regional swellings, which are called vesicles, as we will see later. And then the final step is flexuring of the structure to form the final shape of the central nervous system. In embryology, we knew a process called gastrulation, in which the bilaminar disc is converted into trilaminar disc with three layers: ectoderm, mesoderm, and endoderm. The upper layer, which is the ectoderm, will become the origin of all parts of the nervous system. I want you to keep this blueprint in mind. It is the blueprint of formation of the nervous system from the ectoderm. It shows that ectoderm will give rise to a neural plate. This plate will give a tube and cells. The tube, which is called the neural tube, will form the brain and the spinal cord, where the cells are differentiated into two types: neural crest cells, which give the peripheral system mainly, and Blackwood cells, which give the sensory organs of special senses. Then we can conclude that crest cells will serve mainly in the trunk and limbs, while Blackwood cells will serve in the head. So, how the neural plate is formed? It is formed by transformation of some of cells of the ectoderm into neurogenic cells. It is shown in the model in a yellow-colored plate within the red ectoderm. Remember, it is a plate, not a plane, and this renders it capable of folding. Another important thing is that the developing CNS must be internalized inside the body and not left in the ectoderm, as this is incompatible with life, as in cranioarchischisis. The process of internalizing the developing CNS inside the body is called neurulation. So the neural plate originates within the ectoderm as a sheet of neurogenic cells. We will follow this plate to know how it forms our CNS. The neurulation and folding occur simultaneously. I mean, the two edges of the neural tube fuse together to form the tube at the same time, while the two edges of the ectoderm fuse to each other to form the ectodermal layer, which will become the back of the body later on. This results in internalizing the tube inside the body cavity in a process called neurulation. This model represents the neural plate. This cranial end will form the future brain, while this caudal end will form the future spinal cord. The cells represented in red are the neural crest cells. They are located near the center or the midline, while the cells represented in blue are the Blackwood cells. They are located peripherally in the cranial end. This model represents folding process. The edges of the tube tend to fuse together, and the remaining edges also tend to fuse together to close above the neural tube. While this is happening, the neural crest cells tend to escape the ectoderm towards the mesoderm to undergo transformation into mesenchymal cells, while the Blackwood cells remain in the ectoderm as shown in the diagram on the right side. This model represents the end of neurulation process. Finally, the ectoderm closed above the tube edges started fusing, and the fusion process is continuous towards the upper and lower end to finally close the neuropore cranially and the neuropore caudally, as we will discuss later on. In next videos, we will simply explain every step of CNS development in a detailed manner. If you are interested, kindly add like and subscribe and write your requests and suggestions in comments. In every video description, we will put links for another tutorial videos we made with much more advantages that can help you more. Thanks for watching.